I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Nisi, and welcome to another Random Musing. As a group, MONSTA X thrives on tension between polish and grit, club and mosh pit, trance hypnosis, and chant-along defiance. Do What I Want and End the Front, the pre-release and title tracks off their 10th anniversary EP, The X, aren't opposites so much as two magnetic poles in the same field, pulling different textures out of the group's core identity. Loud honesty, chest-out confidence, and a refusal to sand down the edges just to fit a lane. That refusal is the point. And it's a point perfectly illustrated by the fascinating dichotomy between these two songs that showcase MONSTA X's ability to command both the shadows and the spotlight. Before we get into it, like and subscribe to support my channel, share with a friend, and leave a comment to help with the algorithm. Now, Do What I Want aims for the after hours. EDM trance pulse, prismatic vocal colors, steady pressure in the low end, and verses that don't mind pivoting mid-stride. That structural restlessness is not a bug, it's the hook, the auditory equivalent of side-eyeing convention and walking the other way. It's the risk you take when you privilege sensation and mood over single-lane momentum. And it's how you tell the audience we're writing our own rulebook. K-pop history will keep rewarding artists who lean into experimentation, weather the early blowback, and then watch perception flip as the vocabulary catches up. Okay, and The Front flips the setting from strobes to floodlights. Rock-riffed verses that crash into a hip-hop shout-driven chorus. It's call and response energy engineered for bodies and lungs. The kind of groove-forward writing where drums, bass, and voices share the same spine so that the message lands with maximum stomp. Even when the arrangement isn't harmonically complex, its human oscillation breathes. More rallying cry than studio exercise, which is exactly why the chorus feels like a spark in a powder room. MONSTA X's triumphant full member return is steeped in a strategic duality that allows them to expand their reach without sacrificing their core identity. In a musical landscape increasingly defined by genre fusion and unexpected juxtapositions, these contrasting tracks appeal to diversity while maintaining consistency in their artistic vision. Lastly, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say, what locks this dichotomy together is delivery. MONSTA X projects the kind of on-mic and on-stage presence where the vocals aren't just the key, they are the character. Grit when the beat needs teeth, clean lines when the hook needs lift, and the kind of chest resonance that turns a chorus into a chant you feel in your ribs. There are definitely acts I'm drawn to because they build that bridge between precision and feeling. They hit their marks, but they also hit the audience, which is why I think MONSTA X's aggression reads as catharsis rather than just volume. Again, I think the K-pop genre will keep rewarding artists who use contrast as a compass. Sonic pivots, unlikely pairings, and arrangements that celebrate friction where the guiding principle isn't sameness, it's groove, narrative, and identity. The elements that make the experiment feel inevitable once you've heard it. Do What I Want and End the Front offer a compelling two-part portrait, one bathed in neon shadows and the other illuminated by stadium lights. Together, they reaffirm MONSTA X's fearless, high-impact approach, signaling that the group is comfortable and ready to steer into new textures without ceding who they are. It's not about just writing trends. They bend them, and they keep bending them, until the room reorients around their angle. And I believe that's how you build longevity.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.